Hey guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and today is a video about Atlus and contradictions and a lot of things on my mind about Atlus because I got 2 copyright strikes for Persona 5 and some other things about King of Fighters. So first we're going to talk about King of Fighters, so skip ahead if you just want to know about the Persona 5 stuff. King of Fighters 14 came out on August 23rd of 2016, and I happened to get an early review copy of the game. So I started basically playing the game. I had all the content done, and I had it sitting on there for like 5 to 7 days before the game came out on private until like it was scheduled to go up because I had it exactly for when their embargo was. That's when all my videos would go live. So the problem I had with Atlus was the fact that there were some people that were uploading the game early, and Atlus said, oh, we had some issues with apparently some stores gave the game out early. So you're telling me this guy, okay, I'm going to give you his name because I don't give a shit. It's such absolute bullshit that this guy got away with this when Atlus knew who it was that uploaded the game early. I even sent it right to their Twitter, sent it to their PR agent through email, and this guy, iMugs HD Gaming, he uploaded the game on August 17th. That is 6 days early, almost a whole week early, and 5 days before the embargo. And it was terrible gameplay footage. He had an 18-minute fight with the final boss, and he died several times, and it looked like trash. And I was like, so you're okay with them spoiling the final boss? This is what he said. So when I emailed him and tweeted him, because he wasn't getting back to my emails, so I tweeted to him, I said, is this spoiling enough content? Because he had the final boss a whole week before the game was out, and he had other things, and another person had all the endings, and I was tweeting all of this to him. It was crazy. So what he said back was, it does, and you'll be getting a copyright strike to the dome piece. So basically, this guy is supposed to get a copyright strike, and they didn't follow through on that at all, because this video now, it has 70,000 views. It has a lot of dislikes, but it still has a lot of likes. But overall, that's crazy, because I could have uploaded my stuff. I could have uploaded all of it and just waited for the ending boss when embargo date was. If it was going to be like this, that's ridiculous. So Atlus said they were going to strike you down for King of Fighters 14 if you uploaded it early, and they didn't do anything. They could have at least contacted him, said take it down, or we'll give you a copyright strike. They didn't do anything. They didn't claim it. They didn't do anything. So this guy got 70,000 free views on a really bad gameplay video. It's really bad. I might put a link in the description below because he dies so long that it takes 18 minutes for him to beat the final boss. I know it's a tough fight, but even I wouldn't even do that. I did not lose that many times. I think one time I lost one time, and it doesn't take 18 minutes. He dies a lot until he finally beats it. And then the other guys spoiled the whole ending, like all the endings, before the game's even out. They spoiled all the endings. So that's a little ridiculous. Now, the second thing, as you guys know, I was uploading Persona 5 content. So I didn't see this about Persona 5 that you're not supposed to upload anything. I saw that article afterwards when the people were telling me about it. So it came out for Japan. And I don't understand why it's so spoiling when over 3/4 of my viewers did not understand what was going on in the plot. So story-wise, no one understood what was going on. So you're saying that there's so many spoilers in there. No, it's not. So what ended up happening, I had my content out for like 2 weeks. Everyone else was getting copyright striked, and I was like, I have a good relationship with Atlus. I get review copies. So I left it up. So what ended up happening is I ended up finally privating when I saw some of the bigger YouTubers getting copyright strike. So I privated my videos, all of them except for the review, because the review, it's reviewing your game. If you think that deserves a copyright strike for saying how good your game is and not spoiling anything in my review and doing all this great stuff, then fuck you. That's bullshit. You shouldn't even be allowed to be a publisher if you're gonna copyright strike people for reviews. And they didn't copyright the review. They ended up copywriting my walkthrough part 1, and that was only an hour. That was the first hour of the game, which I don't think is that bad. I think that's the only one I ended up leaving live. I left that one public. I even privated my live stream video, which they still got a hold of. It's not public anymore, and they copyright striked it. So I had 2 copyright strikes. One more and my channel is gone. So I emailed John, I'm not going to say his last name, but some of you might know who he is if you work with this PR agent, because he's like the only PR agent that I've ever worked with Atlus. While I have it up a while and we're done talking about King of Fighters, he said absolutely no footage should be on YouTube prior to review and video embargo. And he said, because I already found some and that makes me a sad panda. But he didn't take it down. That doesn't even make sense. Like you said, you're going to strike people and then they don't follow through with that. So what happened with the Atlus copyright strikes issue when I emailed him? And guys, when I got the copyright strikes, I was in bed sleeping. So I was in bed sleeping and you wake up, and I was sick that week. I was sick for like a week or two, and you guys know because I wasn't uploading as frequently. I'll upload like every day. I wasn't even uploading like all that week. I was just already sad and depressed because I was sick and things were happening, and then that made me really sad when I see my channel could be gone with one more copyright strike. I emailed him when I got the first copyright strike because it was just one copyright strike. I didn't think it was that as bad, but then I got the second one on a private video. On a private video, I got a copyright strike, and it was blocked in Japan. It's probably the reason why my videos stayed up for as long as they did, because I blocked it from being viewed in Japan, and you could not view it in Japan, so therefore they probably couldn't see it until someone probably from Atlus USA might have seen the video, and then they sent it to the Japan, they sent them the link, and then they got it. But privated videos you wouldn't think would get copyrighted. So he finally emailed me back. Let's see, when was this? This was after like 3 emails now. It took him a while to get back. He emailed me and he said this: I can't help with P5 YouTube strikes anymore. So I was screwed with that. And then he put a frowny face. And I was like, yeah, at least send me to another person from Atlus or Sega that can help me. It's really important because one more strike and I'll have my YouTube channel completely removed. He did not sound concerned at all. He said it's whatever the Atlus Japan contact email is. I don't have that. So I did email them on my Gmail account. They never got back to me. I tried to go to my partner Machinima and they didn't do anything on this since it was a Japanese game. They were waiting to see what would happen. When I emailed them and everything, they were waiting to see what happens with that. And they never got back to me. So what I finally ended up doing was I did whatever it is you have to do to get rid of copyright strikes. It's either countering. It's not called countering. It might be counter notification, something like that. I did that to get the strikes off. Whatever it is to get the strike one off. I don't remember the difference between the claim and the strike one because I don't get many claims anymore. I did the strike one, the counter strike thing. Wow, that's a game. So I did that. It said you had to wait 10 days, and it didn't take 10 days. It took longer than 10 days. So this is funny. It takes 10 days, but it took about a week for YouTube to approve your counter notification. Just for them to approve it, it took a week for that. And then it took 10 days from that. So it took 17 days to get off. And it did come off. Because, like I said in the live stream, I was using commentary throughout the whole damn thing. It was so annoying that they did that. Like, I did have commentary, but it was a 10-hour live stream. But it wasn't like I was spoiling the whole game. The game's like long. It's not like short. So, yeah, it's not really spoiling, as they say. So that came off. I finally got it all taken care of. I was starting to live stream again. You guys probably noticed when I started live streaming again, you're like, why aren't you live streaming anymore? Well, that was why, because of the Persona 5 strikes. I did listen to people because they were emailing me. They're like, you shouldn't be uploading this and you should take it down. So I privated it because once the game's out in the US, I can just make those videos public again, but I'm probably not going to continue uploading them right now. I have some problems with Atlus at this moment, which I don't really agree with some of their actions. So you have all that. So stay in the video a little longer because I'm going to complain about something recent that Atlus is doing. So I got an email and I saw on Twitter that they are going to be live streaming Persona 5, the English version of the game. And this is on November 16th. And the game comes out February 14th, 2017. So you have 3 months before the game comes out, and you're spoiling the game. You should be taken down. You should be taken off of YouTube. You should not be allowed to upload anything, and you should not be allowed to be on Twitch Atlus, you said that it's spoiling the game. You don't want anyone to have any spoilers, but you're going to spoil the game for us. So we're not allowed to do it, but you are. So you guys are contradicting what you just said about it when it came out in Japan in September, which you're doing 2 months later. You're saying that now, oh, it's okay for us to do it. You're not allowed to do it. But we're doing the English version that majority of people can understand. It blows my mind that they're contradicting everything they said before, and they actually took down YouTube channels. So people that worked hard on their channels, even some big ones, I don't know if they got shut down, but they had like at least 2 strikes or something, like me. And that's ridiculous. That's why it makes it very hard for me to even want to work with them right now, because what the fuck? You're gonna contradict everything you said because it would spoil the game. That's why you're not allowed to live stream or post any videos. My videos didn't even like take up majority of the game. It took up like 1/20th of the game maybe. So not even 10% of the game. Literally. I don't know. They're really annoying with that because what they said was they didn't want any spoilers, and I've been kind of egging them on Twitter. I've been like, yay, spoilers, when they post about their Twitch thing, their live stream. So guys, yeah, I know the game's good, but yeah, just don't support them on some things because that doesn't make sense, does it? So this is the whole process that I'm going through in my head. We're not allowed to upload anything for Persona 5, and we're not allowed to live stream anything for Persona 5, but they're allowed to live stream for Persona 5, and they're allowed to upload whatever the fuck they want. That makes perfect sense, don't it? You know, it's actually free publicity. You didn't pay me to live stream the game or upload any content for the game. You didn't even give me a review copy. So if someone spends $80 to $100 on the game, and if you bought the special editions, maybe 120 or more, you're not getting anything back on your investment, which it's not really about making money on that point. It's just about saying, hey, I like this game. I want to show off this game. It's nothing really bad about doing that. There's nothing bad about doing that. And they're being jerks. So there's my little rant / contradiction that is Atlus. They make no sense when it comes to Persona 5 because it would spoil everyone. I don't know many companies that do this, but that's stupid. Like, if it's already out in Japan and people, they're gonna find a way to spoil it themselves. Like, okay, so if someone doesn't want it to be spoiled, then don't click on any videos for Persona 5. It's that simple. And they're doing it themselves with the English version that at least 95% of my audience would understand. So, whatever. So guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Comment below what you think about Atlus. What are your thoughts on Atlus? Because they're basically, like I said, contradicting everything they said about spoiling the game before it's even out, and it's 3 months ahead. Thank you guys for watching. See you.